Hello, I am Brittany Stay with American Public University. Today I am presenting Food Ethics to EVSP 508 Environmental Ethics Spring Session 2021. I will be discussing how U.S. environmental policy and food ethics has been shaped by various worldviews. In 2019, more than 35 million Americans experienced hunger, including 10 million children. At the same time, the U.S.'s agricultural system has been having devastating effects on the environment through pesticide usage, greenhouse gas emissions, pollution, and poor land management methods. Over the past 50 years, the U.S. has enacted several federal laws to try to combat these negative effects on the environment while working to provide healthy food for the growing population. One of these laws includes the Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act passed in 1947. Regulated by the Environmental Protection Agency, this law bans certain pesticides and regulates all others used in agricultural production. Using the worldviews of social ecology and ecofeminism, this law addresses the harmful effects toxic pesticides were having on farmers, many of them minority and immigrant workers. This also uses the land ethic as a foundation since it only allows pesticides that will not generally cause unreasonable adverse effects on the environment. While the U.S. is still behind many other countries in banning toxic pesticides, this law has allowed extremely harmful ones, such as DDT, to be banned for its effects on humans and the surrounding ecosystem. Another federal environmental law is the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, which is a part of the Clean Water Act and also managed by the EPA. Passed in 1972, the system requires all point sources of pollution, including animal feed operations, to limit pollution discharges into watersheds. This law follows the worldview of the land ethic by viewing the surrounding watershed as a part of the community and limiting agricultural effects on its health. This is especially important as 90% of all fresh water is used in agriculture. It also conforms to the eco-community worldview imperative by ensuring there will be safe drinking water for surrounding communities. In 1996, the Good Samaritan Act was passed to combat both food waste and food insecurity. Managed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, this law works to lessen the amount of food going into the landfill by limiting the liability of grocery stores when donating food to nonprofit organizations. This act follows eco-community worldview imperative as it both addresses the health of our environment by limiting food waste as well as food insecurity of local community members. In 2002, the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act was passed and is currently enforced by the EPA. This law sets maximum allowances on pesticide residues on food products sold to consumers. This act is anthropocentric as it only addresses the human adverse effects of pesticides and would follow the shared community worldview imperative. Overall, the U.S. government uses both anthropocentric and biocentric worldviews as a basis for the structure of federal environmental laws. While humans are at the forefront of most of the laws, some, such as the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, have the health of the environment as the main drive for enacting the regulation. Lawmakers would have to become more biocentric and follow worldviews such as the land ethic or Buddhism to truly lessen the harsh environmental effects of the U.S.'s current food system. And there are my references.